drivers from?
Eagle Rock.
It's up around Wilkesboro, isn't it?
No, Glendale, California.
He's a Yankee?
Not exactly. If you're from California, you're not a Yankee. You're not really anything. I can't tell you how much we all appreciate you letting us use the car, Rowdy.
I told you about this, Rowdy. Harry's got some new driver and he needs a car just to turn a couple of laps.
Who is this driver?
Tim tells me you've been running open wheels.
That's right.
And now you just want to up and drive NASCAR.
That's right.
What do you know about stock car racing?
Well, watched on television, of course.
You've seen it on television?
ESPN. The coverage is excellent. You'd be surprised at how much you can pick up.
I'm sure I would. Look, this may not be the best time for you to run this car.
Let me drive. I won't make a fool out of you.
Hell, I thought this was going to be a joke. You were lucky in that tunnel turn, but that car was way out of shape.
Well, you think it was luck? Let's do it again. You build me a car and I'll win Daytona next year.
I come into the pits, I'm in first place. I go out, I'm in third with 2 laps to go.
All right, first of all, don't get excited. All right, you're in third place. That's a pretty respectable position. Now, what you do is this. When they slow down in it for turn 4, you just keep your foot on the gas and drive right by them on the outside.
Harry, you told me nobody goes to the outside on turn 4.
Well, now I'm telling you different. If you go to the outside, you can hold it.
He's gonna end up in the wall.
All right, Colt, the pace car's about ready to duck on off. We don't have a whole lot of time to talk about this.
Well, tell me how.
It's because we got a real good set of matched tires on them.
What? What?
Those tires are matched, perfect, and staggered special.
You're gonna get him killed.
The pace car's about ready to duck on off. If you go to the outside, you can hold it.
All right, Harry, when it comes to the car, I take your word.
Tom Cruise takes on the world of NASCAR racing in Paramount's Days of Thunder.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
The film teams Cruise with producers Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer for an action-packed drama.
Tom Cruise came to Jerry and I and wanted to make a movie about automobile racing, and we got excited by the characters that participate in the sport. It's not about the sport that's exciting, it's the people who do it and why they do it.
Let's go!
These guys have enormous amount of guts, courage, and bravery to be going over almost 200 miles an hour and taking a lot of shots in the rear and the front and getting slammed into walls.
Yes!
Cruise plays Cole Trickle, a driver with a dream. Co-starring are Robert Duvall as a legendary crew chief and Randy Quaid as the team sponsor who brings the two of them together.
Promise me one thing, boys. Whatever else we do from here, we win Daytona.
To give the film a unique look, Simpson, Bruckheimer, and Cruise re-enlisted their Top Gun director, Tony Scott.
Each track I've tried to give its own different stamp or characteristic in terms of the way I've actually filmed it. You're always trying to cover a different aspect of the race or the stunt. But here we're trying to get cameras inside the car, underneath the cars, so we're photographing these stunts in positions I don't think people have done them before.
The fleet of 60 cars built specifically for the movie was driven by a combination of stuntmen and real-life drivers. For NASCAR racer Greg Sachs, the biggest challenge was driving against his natural instincts.
Everything we do is to make the car go straight and handle good. And now we've got to reverse all our thoughts and try to make the car handle badly, all at 170 miles an hour.
A spectacular crash sends Cruise's character to the hospital, and his career is put in jeopardy.
You're willing to give him clearance to get back on a racetrack?
I'm not inclined to give them clearance at this time.
Nicole Kidman plays Cruise's doctor, whose personal feelings for her patient give her a dim view of racing. The actress was won over to the sport after one spin around the track.
That was fantastic. It was really, I really like things that get my adrenaline pumping. I'd never watched a race before, I'd never been involved. And it is incredibly exciting when you're there. I can understand why people get hooked on it.
The filmmakers faced their greatest challenge in shooting the movie's climax at the actual Daytona 500. Real-life team owner Rick Hendrick helped to organize the incredible undertaking.
I never dreamed that we could come to the Super Bowl of motorsports and run the Daytona 500 with 150,000 people in the stands, plus the 42-car field, and all of the cameras that were mounted around the tracks and on booms and in the cars, and pull it all off. It was an unbelievable effort.
Roll cameras, boys. Roll cameras.
Powerful story of human growth on the part of the character that Cruise plays. It's about American ingenuity, the American spirit. It's about what it takes to get the job done on your own.
I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
If we can get the audience to fall in love with these characters and want to live their life and sit behind the wheel of one of those race cars and become Tom Cruise for 2 hours, we're going to be very successful at our task.
What are you thinking?
Just how much I'd like to know what you're thinking.
I guess everybody's the same. You gotta be good at your job before you can enjoy the rest of your life. This is my job. That's all I know.
You know I can't watch you do this.
Stock car racing.
ESPN. The coverage is excellent. You'd be surprised at how much you can pick up. When you come onto a picture, you want to make the best that's ever been made. When I'm doing something, I don't like doing something just to do it. I want to know everything about it.
Now your car weighs twice as much, and the tires are half as wide, and you're burning them up.
When I started racing, there was a lot of interest in why you're racing, why you're racing. I want people to understand what excites me about it. So I came up with the idea and I developed the script.
Go, go, go!
People work 7 days a week, 11, 12 months out of the year for racing. I mean, it's their life, it's what they love. And the people I found fascinating, combined with the action of the cars, it's kind of a modern-day Ben-Hur, gladiator-type sport. love the intensity, and I love its demands on me, physically and emotionally.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
Think your driving can improve?
I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
It's not just about putting your foot to the pedal. Once those tires heat up, the temperature changes on the track. You know, there's oil on the track, there's a guy in front of you. The dynamics change constantly, and it takes a tremendous amount of concentration.
You told me nobody goes to the outside on turn 4.
Well, now I'm telling you different.
He's gonna end up in the wall.
You have to be there, moment by moment, second by second. And you just go out there, and just the better driver's gonna win.
Yes!
I think one of the great things in life is accomplishing something, you know, going towards a known goal and achieving it. You get that sensation with racing. You get a ride at 200 miles an hour and you get to live to tell about it.
Hold on a minute. Don't you think we ought to talk?
What, about how I'm gonna run? Sure.
About how you've managed to live as long as you have.
Think you can drive?
Oh, he can drive. He can drive beyond the limits of the tires, the engine, the car, anything else.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. There's only so much I can do.
You want me to work the pit and you drive?
You run good? Thank you. I will see how you do in a crowd.
I was desperate to get your attention.
Well, you got it. I've walked into a jungle.
Come up here and do it. I'll take you to a race.
Really, I can't. I'm a doctor. I'm cool.
Think your driving can improve?
I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
I don't want you to hold a bad opinion of Cole. I believe it scares him. He needs reassurance from you that he's okay. And after all,
How could you ignore me like that? I wasn't ignoring you.
you're his doctor. See, a driver gets his bell rung and a couple of lights flicker. And loses what he needs more than his eyesight, more than his reflexes, more than anything in the world.
I've raced with my legs broke, heart bruised, eyes popping out of my head like they're on springs.
He loses his need. The need to drive right out there on the ragged edge.
He doesn't believe you can drive anymore.
How long before you find out if you're really good?
You just want to race again.
Oh, you're really lucky.
You get back in that car, you'll die.